How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to some more Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo Switch. In today's video, we are going to Lon Lon Ranch, and we're gonna get a heart piece, a bottle, and a bonus song. And I think back walking here would be the fastest way to get there, so that's what we're gonna do. Although I think if you can time your rolls perfectly, and if you do them like frame perfect or something, it's about the same speed as back walking, but I don't know how to do that very well. So we are just gonna see how rolling treats us the rest of this run. Don't really need to slash the pots. Already pretty good on the rupees, but you know, I guess every little rupee helps one way or another. Let's go to on this tree, I believe. Yeah. It's a very windy day out today, so you might hear some of that in the background. It might sound like my whole home is getting blown away, but I assure you it's not. So you don't need a bonus song if you don't want to ride a horse when you're adult Link. But if you do want to ride a horse when you're adult Link, or adult Lonk, however you want to say it, you need the song. So we gotta talk to Malin here and get the song. So Lon Lon Ranch, it's not super interesting when you're young Link. I mean, there's the bottle and the heart piece and the song, but I don't know, I feel it's more exciting when you come back as an adult. Whereas now it's just, I don't know, it's Lon Lon Ranch. And this can be a little tricky using the Joy-Cons. I think that the Pro Controller handles better with the analog sticks. They feel a lot smoother and easier to control when I play these older N64 games. I do have a wired controller, but I kind of don't feel like using it right now, and I don't know if I would reach where I'm setting. So I'm just playing with the Joy-Cons. I don't know why opponent just likes following me right off the bat, but maybe she was giving me a little kiss. I don't know. But our next thing to do here is to get a piece of heart, and I don't remember that being like that. Has it always been warped like that? It looks weird. But anyways, the piece of heart is going to be up in this little, I don't know what this is exactly. I think it's for storing feed, maybe. Kind of looks like something in one of the Harvest Moon games that you store your feed in, but I don't know. I don't know if that's what it's for or not. Maybe it's just some giant storage area, but I don't know why it's built so high then. It's a mystery. And there's a bunch of cows in here for some reason. I don't know why they keep them in this area, but they do, and they like to moo a lot. Oh. Okay, seriously, dude. Grab the... There we go. That took a little bit longer than I would have hoped. But I eventually conquered the boxes, and that's all that matters. And there's this random little crawl space area, which I'm assuming maybe it was some sort of play area for Malin. Otherwise, I don't know. Who digs that area out? That's so random. Maybe Talon did when he was younger. Just left it. I don't know. I don't understand the point of it. But now our final thing to do here is to get a bottle. Now, I have not done this in a hot minute, so I might fail. I very well might. Or you'd never know if I failed, because I would clip the video together so well. So who's to say I didn't just make a save state right now, and then I just started talking again after I made the save state. Who's to say I haven't tried a bunch of times to do this? It's a mystery. Maybe I made a save state right there. You'll never know. But one way of doing this minigame that I saw online was throwing all the cuckoos back there. But I really don't think that's really necessary. Because this isn't that difficult of a minigame. You just gotta know the general position of where he throws the cuckoos and you should be fine. And I don't know what they're eating, because they didn't animate anything for them to be eating, but I'm assuming it's really delicious if they keep going down like that. Maybe it's some bananas or mashed potatoes. I don't know. Alright, let's find these peacockers. So, first one's here. The other two are a little bit more tricky to find. This one, I think. Yep. And then, not that one. This one. Yeah, that was not difficult at all. What I want to see is someone to wrong warp here as adult Link, and then get him saying you're a little young to marry her when he's like 16 years old. Adult Malin, not young Malin. That'd be very strange. And that's about all there is to do at Lon Lon Ranch for the moment. We could come back later, get Skulltulas, but I don't really think we need to do that. Maybe we will, I don't know. Depends on how explorative I'm feeling. Because maybe I'll decide, hey, I want to just go and explore every nook and cranny in this game. Or I'll decide, I'm getting bored of this game. You never know. Just depends on how I feel. And I think there's a Skulltula in one of these trees, but I don't remember for sure. Maybe this one. No. Well, I don't feel like going to that other one, so we're just gonna assume there's none out here. But on the bright side, it is nighttime, so we can get the Skulltulas in Kakariko Village. Listen to the nighttime ambiance and the giant moon, which I believe is just like a 2D picture. I wonder how he knows the current time. Maybe he's a Vulcan or something, and is just really smart. Might be Vulcans on Hyrule. I mean, aliens do have pointed ears after all, so who's to say? Link might be a Vulcan. This guy might be a Vulcan. I don't know. Okay, I think we're around 5 or 6 maybe. And then I know there's one here, there's one on the side of the Skulltula building, and then there's one on the ladder, which is kind of over there at the left. This guy kind of knocks me off sometimes, so playing it safe. Now let's get the next one. And another thing you could do some spots with soil. The rock behind us does contain some bugs, but I don't really care that much about getting Skulltulas right now. But maybe if I feel like making a filler video at some point, I'll just go around collecting all the Skulltulas, because I have a good idea on where a majority of them are. But the Hyrule Field ones are a little bit tricky to find. So this should be our second to last one, and then I think we can get the bigger wallet. And then we'll go ahead to the graveyard. So right up there. Take him down. Just gotta get used to the sensitivity of this Joy-Con. Was the sensitivity like this on the N64 version? I don't remember. It's been a hot minute, but I feel like it was maybe a little smoother, but maybe not. Because from what I heard, this version was really buggy, like the Switch version was really buggy when it came out, or really laggy, something along those lines. And from what I could tell now, it's, I don't know, it feels pretty exact with the movements, so I don't know, I think they did a good job in removing all the lag. So here is our adult's wallet. And I don't think there's very many items that go over like 200 rupee limit. The blue tunic, or Zara tunic, and the Goron tunic might be really costly, but I don't remember for certain. I think they're over 200, but I don't know if they're 200 exactly. Because I can't really think of anything in this game that cost more than that. Maybe 300 tops, but 500, which is an upgrade we get later on. I feel that's way too much. Like way too much to be able to carry. Because even filling up all your bottles that you get later on, I don't think it would, even like if you buy the most expensive medicine, blue medicine might cost 200, so I guess it could make sense to be able to buy at least 2 bottles with 500. So we have 93 rupees, and I think it's 10 a dig. So we'll give this a little try. Why not? Because I think I'm going to end this video when we get to Death Mountain. So we'll let him dig a few more times if he feels like moving. I just wondered how old he's supposed to be. I'm assuming like 80s, maybe 90s. He seems pretty ancient, but he can still use a shovel, so it's very possible he's only 33, but he just looks really old. Who knows? He probably was a really tall guy in his youth, and then he, like, hunched back. Maybe he was taller than adult Link. We'll never know. Someone should make a mod that makes Dampe young. Like, puts his head upright. Doesn't make him hunchback. See how tall he is. Watch him be like 7'12". Or 8'19". I know those don't make sense, but maybe in Hyrule that's how the measurements are. So if we don't get it this pile, I think we'll give her up. Well, I guess I think there's one more, right? Yeah, alright. We'll give it one more try. If I don't get the piece of art here, then we'll just maybe go for it another video. I think I do want to have 5 heart containers before we reach Goron from Tatango's Cavern, which is not difficult at all to do. Yeah, there again with the little sensitive Joy-Cons. guess Dampé is gonna watch us get eaten in a second. And one thing I didn't know when I was younger is that you can do this as adult Link. It doesn't really do much else besides having adult Link in the cutscene. And Dampé doesn't care that we just got yeeted by a tombstone, gravestone. He's just still walking, probably deaf, couldn't hear it. Or he just doesn't care about Link. So, weird thing, in the 3D version, there's actually a door right there, and I don't know why it was added. I mean, it seems really random, but maybe I was just trying to, like, make the tomb seem more fancy, because I think this is the royal family's tomb. And for some reason, there's bones all over, meaning maybe there's grave robbers or something. I don't know. It's very strange. Very, very strange. And now we are about to enter one of the most terrifying rooms for early game, full of re-deads. I think we can just sneak past these guys like this. And then we're going to get a nice little song that provides some defense against them, which we don't really need at the moment, because we can just sneak by them, but if you were like me and terrified of them when you were younger, it could be helpful. Because I remember when I was little, I would have to turn the volume down by re-deads, and I don't really know what about them terrified me. I think it was the screams, especially in the Castle Town Market when you're adult Link and there's re-deads all over there. I couldn't play with the volume on. And it's weird because I don't know, I could handle some graphic stuff when I was younger. I mean, I didn't like horror movies, but like, I would watch the Lethal Weapon movies and James Bond stuff. Like, there's some violent scenes, I didn't care. But for some reason, the re-dead sounds, they just really spooked me. So I don't know, but now they're not very bothersome. There he goes, screaming at me. So now we're gonna get out of here. And thankfully we don't need to deal with re-deads again for quite a long time. Unless you're playing the Master Quest version, then you will have to deal with them, I believe, in the Forest Temple. But fortunately, we're not on Master Quest, so I don't need to deal with them. There's one big thing left to do this video, and that's getting another bottle. And the music's not playing, which means it's... I don't think the Sun Song was able to complete the cycle within the cutscene time. So I think it's before 6 a.m. I don't remember when the music starts exactly. Maybe it's 6, maybe it's 7. I don't know. And there might be a way to get a heart piece early. I swear there was. It's either this heart piece or the one on the roof that you can get. But I don't remember how you do it, or which one I'm thinking of. But I swear there's like a glitch or something you do that allows you to get either the heart piece by this cow or the one on the roof early. I want to say it involves a chicken, but I don't know for sure. So we got one more chicken back here. And I think that's it for this side. Well, and there's one in the crate. Just by that house there. And one thing I'm always curious about with these carpenters, the fact that they don't really seem to have a set home. guess it's the house here. But when you're an adult, Link, they're all the way in Gerudo Valley, so I don't know if they're just like stationed here, but they're from out of Hyrule or something, or if they actually live here. Because I think the lady in that house might be the carpenter's wife, but I don't know. I just do not know. But it could very well be the case. Who knows, maybe Link will become a carpenter one day. We don't really know what happened to Link after Majora's Mask, although we know that he had regret when he appears as the hero Shade and Twilight Princess, so maybe his regret comes from being a bad carpenter. I don't know. I just don't know. So I think we might try to get one of those heart pieces early after I throw all these guys back. See if I can remember. Because I thought you had to jump from somewhere, but I don't remember where exactly. So we'll see. I probably won't remember what to do, but you never know. And then next video we will go through Goron City, go back to the Lost Woods, probably get to the start of Dodongo's Cavern, and then I might make Dodongo's Cavern its own video. I just usually like that format in videos, when the dungeons are their own separate videos. So that might be what we end up doing. We'll see. Just depends on how long the next video ends up being. Because I imagine it's going to take me a hot minute to go from scaling Death Mountain to Goron City, then having to go to the Lost Woods, and then going back to Goron City. So, who knows? Who knows how I do? We'll see. So why does Andrew have all those cuckoos if she's allergic? Like, how did she get them in the first place? I don't know. She's a strange lady. Oh. Okay, I didn't know they would attack me from the coop. Okay, we need to run for our life now. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm just having a midlife crisis as child Link being abused by chickens. So the Lon Lon milk is going to come in handy. Normally, I never use this milk, but oh, okay. Because I decided to gently tap the chickens. I'm being bullied. So, we know not to do that again. And we are going to use the chickens to try and get a heart piece early because I think they like being flown. I forget, I think you get something if you get all the cuckoos again, but I think it's just rupees, because she only had one bottle, and I don't know what she used the bottle for. Maybe for lemon verbena, I don't know. Maybe it was to store her victims. I just don't know. Hopefully not her victims. And I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna give her a little try. exactly it works. But I'm pretty sure there's a glitch or something you do. Maybe I'm just thinking of something that never happened. I don't know. But to end this video off, we're gonna talk to this little runt who's evil. I'm not even gonna let him speak. I'm just gonna hand him this. Watch him laugh at the princess's handwriting. Okay. The things I have to deal with. Alien knights who can't even do their job. End up perishing in the future. It sucks. Although he's asking for the, I think it's still called the Keaton mask in this game. But I don't know if we're gonna get that for him. I don't know if he's deserving, because he's being kind of mean. But maybe we will, because he gave the discount on the shield. Although I'm probably not gonna get the shield, at least until we're adult. Trying to guilt trip us now after being a jerk. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think this is going to be where we end it off now. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.